Absolutely awesome. Like, should I go do the whole spiel thing then now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, seeing as we are holding off on doing the festivities for the moment, hello and welcome back to Cyberpunk, you cyberpunks. With this, we are coming back to the fore of the story with our good friends here by the names of Tim, Cadmail, and Chris, Marcus, sorry, not Marcus anymore, Red, Doc, and
That's
of
me.
course the lovely blonde that's sitting outside. She's somehow sticking around. On top of that, we currently find you all sitting in your good friend Jerry's house as you come to the realization that, well, a familiar face has made another showing. Because overlooking the cameras and security tapes, you find Miranda Blackwell once again poking her nose into your business. Or Jerry's.
Me and Jerry have very bad luck with women. That's something we have in common.
Yep. We ended last session with Miranda coming on the screen with Jerry pointing emphatically going, "That's her! That's the lady that left me in the combat zone!" And all of you proceeding to look at him and going, "What the fuck?"
She's the one that stole the chipware as well. Oh god, more mysteries.
So,
How long into the hunt?
I believe
2
we
days?
agreed. Yep, 2 whole days.
2 whole days. Yeah.
Well, Jerry, congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we're post drinking. We just
Yeah, you were
woke
with
up
us.
in the pool.
Yep.
Yes, we heard my life story. And how you must
Your
never
story.
call me Marcus.
We will not do that again.
Yep. And I believe Tim, did you stay the night or go back home?
Tim went back home. It is. Kids are a little beyond his scene.
All right.
You just call us kids?
You are
Aw.
kids.
You're one
To
to
him,
talk.
anyway.
Anyhow, congratulations, Jerry. You got played by the same woman twice. We got played by the same woman multiple times.
I think it's
Well-
free now.
Either way, though, so, all right, if she's the one that they're dealing with, are you guys, like, what do you know about her? Like, you got, like, I'm angry for one reason, but why are you guys mad?
You tried to kill us.
She sent a hit team after us, Jerry.
Oh,
Because we stole one thing. Oh.
people would kill for less in Night City.
This is true. This was back in the
It
beginning. Like I
feels
was
so much
just
more personal. He's doing a
Yeah,
whole
this is
lot to
back.
get at us here.
This was back when it was just. That's the thing we
No,
never
we
found
were
out.
not able to find it out. No. Well, Jerry, our first interaction with her was out near the docks. We had to do a job and get a compact gun, I believe, from her office. I got in there, stole it, and finding out some information I did not want to know about her, and maybe triggered an alarm or something. What? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, you're right.
Mhm.
She was there for the time. So we left. Some alarm must have been triggered, or she found out and sent some suits after us, and well, she came as well. Then once we gave them the slip, we had a hit squad at our home.
Not our home, but the parking lot nearby.
Well, it was pretty close.
Well, okay, so she's terrifying enough to get you guys worried at least. Great. Just great. What about Corey and Carl then? How do they tie into this? Are you guys wanting to go after them or
We would, but we got something coming up in less than 2 days.
They're on the
So
list, Jerry. I believe the
Yes.
Nomad Carl had the chip to begin with, but he couldn't handle it. He jumped in the pool, I think. Then he handed it off to Miranda, and they flew away.
I will go ahead and show their pictures as well.
Very nice pictures. So yeah, Corey had the chip, then gave it to Miranda.
Who and Miranda then proceeded to get into the gyrocopter and fly off, leaving them
yes.
there with you.
Okay. If they failed, I told them if they didn't look after them, there'd be consequences. Well, I don't know if I
Have
don't
one job.
particularly want to kill them.
I do.
We should find them. Red, I know you do. I know you do. It's just they might know more. However, we can get our hands on Miranda. That's all we need.
Yeah, because we've been having great success in finding that one.
Yeah.
If anything, we're more likely to find these two, and they can lead us to Miranda, or at least an idea.
Maybe.
Let's face it, we're not going to find her again.
Go ahead
Ooh.
and roll me. Anyone can roll this. Local expert, but Chris, you're getting a +2 to this.
Mm.
All right, a 17, a 10, a 17, and a 21.
Yo!
Mhm.
Oh.
Mm.
Sorry, Tim. You are not there. You went home. I should have prefaced that.
Well,
Sorry.
I figured he'd be pondering it on the ride home, right? Like the gyrocopter. Wonder if it
Well,
had a
this is the
track.
next morning.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Either way.
With that, though, with the 17 that Doc got and the 21 from Chris, both of you know that for the most part, if he didn't, then people he's affiliated would. Chris, more explicitly with your connection to oceanic style. You know that a good couple of guys on the bigger boats with the larger nomad clans tend to have a couple helicopters or water planes. So being able to actively track where your people are is valuable. So at the very least, you know that someone should have the ability to find that thing. Whether it's Corey or someone else, someone is guaranteed.
I have no idea what the
That birds. Mm-hmm. You're telling me.
yeah.
You're telling me there's a
Any
nomad clan that deals exclusively with air? Why have I not heard of this? I've always wanted to fly.
I thought you meant fly
So-
metaphorically. Okay. Mm. Any chance they'll be at the hunt?
Mm. Maybe I could talk to Thomas, since he's in the combat zone, see if he knows where they are. Mm. Yeah, I'll suffer through his bullshit if it means I get to fly. But that's something I can do today. Until I'm not doing anything until I get my guitar back. I'm waiting till I get my guitar back before I do anything.
Yep.
Mm. Is he coming back with my guitar? Or do I have to go to him?
You probably go to him, I would assume.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Technically, I
Sure,
am
that's
in
a
the combat zone. I'm on the edge of it, but my zip code is the combat zone. It's
Yeah.
it's just due.
all right. So let's do that. Let's go get my guitar, talk to Thomas, and then see about fighting the
Oh, do we know it's done?
fly boys.
The guitar?
He said it'll just be a day.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm.
You drop me off at my office. I need to make some precautionary measures for the coming mission.
Oof. We could buy some more grenades, but honestly, I'm unsure if they'd be useful in this situation.
I don't think we're gonna have to be as crazy as the last time.
You
I don't
say
want to be on
that.
fire. Oh, are we going to be throwing grenades at priests? Is that something? Is that something we need to morally talk about? Sorry? You've seen grenades. We can't just throw it at the guards and expect the priest not to get hit.
So let's just go with ammunition then. Specialized ammunition would be better then.
Mm.
Maybe
Most
some
importantly, that
EMP
guitar.
lightning round.
That guitar is going to be super useful, Red.
Damn right.
Well, what happened? You been gambling, Chris? Okay. If you need any help with
Mm.
that, just ask. We need more. Alright.
Right. Well, let's go. Jim, not Jim. Barry. Barry. Delete my stuff from last night. I keep forgetting his fucking name. Where?
It's so red metal.
Well, I am still hungover, so give me a break.
Well, I'll delete it.
Thank you.
Should be fine, but
Yeah.
okay. Just
Mm.
at this point, just be careful, guys. Like, you're saying she's dangerous, and she managed to waltz in here and get the two guys you guys trusted as he twists that knife of guilt a little deeper in all of you. Like the two guys you trusted were like able to be blackmailed, so or whatever she did to get a hold of them. So be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
Mhm.
still. Like, you guys are my
Glad
only
you
friends here in town, so at this point, you're the ones I have to call if something goes wrong, so just be careful.
uh,
Who
Brooke
you
loves it though.
who you calling friends? I never
I'm
consider them
very
friends.
glad. Gary.
It,
Don't you need anything? Bye.
yep, he lets you all out. The door shuts, locks, and once again, Night City is yours.
Please.
You're very right. You're very right.
Mhm.
I don't know where Miranda
On the road.
Blackwell might be. Just look over her shoulder. I have to mark. I don't know how to drive.
Mobile. An ambulance.
Ooh.
An ambulance.
That's and oh, that would be great. Actually, that would be so wonderful. Hmm.
Mm. You can still live with us if you need to, since you're gutting out your living space.
Yeah. The spacious one? Is it another death box, as you call it? Um, ooh. And make sure to send photos and show me how to drive this thing better. Or red.
I know how to drive. I can drive.
Can you drive like Chris, though?
I'm not a nomad. I can just drive. I don't know any of his freaking
I don't
tricks.
doubt you, Red, but it is Night City. You do some weird maneuvers.
Okay, when you can drive more than 10 feet and not crash the car, then you can talk to
Okay,
me.
that was one time. They put that curb there.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Mhm. My point still stands.
All right. With that, you guys get in the car and you start back towards Thames.
Mm.
Eventually, getting to the
I can't
destination.
remember. Was there a setup of me meeting them at Tim's or someplace that I was supposed to meet up with them? Or just
I believe so, unless you texted us.
yeah.
Because you were set to look for the actual guys that stole it. And finding out if there's any, like, sales for black ice.
You were dropped off at home that night before Chris came back. Next morning, again, having that conversation with the blonde, you actually had 2 coffee mugs, which, again, threw her the way the fuck off.
Right.
She still took yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I remember going in and getting info and stuff.
Yep.
Just so okay, so I'm currently ahead of where they are in time.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, with that, we cut to the Been Afraid mobile coming to a stop in front of Tim's place of work and residence.
You know, I don't know you could
Oh,
fit so much in storage
Tim.
unit.
Oh, Tim. Knock, knock, knock.
Ah, fuck's sake. Yeah. It's kind of the hatch just pops open, and he doesn't even look up above it, but you hear it thud onto the floor on the other side of the counter.
Yeah, it's not set up properly.
No, I mean, I got a nice system rigged to pull the bucket up and down, but they put the sink on the top end, so not much I can do.
Okay. At least you have a shop. Congratulations.
Speaking of, as he kind of clambers right up, how can I do you for?
My guitar. You know why. Is it ready?
Always the terse one. Valid, valid. Yeah, no, it's all good to go. I'll reach down under the counter, excuse me, and plop the guitar case untouched and just as grubby as it may have been before. Excuse me, good lord. Up on the counter. He's just burping the whole time too, apparently. Yeah, got her tuned up. I don't know what exactly you did, how you did, when you did, or how it hasn't genuinely killed you yet. But it shouldn't
Hey,
have.
I made that thing.
Oh, it was you. Good. And I flip you off. But
Cam, have you got the sheath? Has that still been worked on?
that's going to take me a little bit more time, right? That one I didn't have time to get to on this one.
Yeah, it's still taking time. It'll be done after the hunt.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, with the backlog and the hunt and everything, I got lots of business, lots of tickets. It's on the burner. It's going. You'll get it.
Tell me if you need any pointers with it. I can make things, you know that.
Ooh.
he just gives you a look that can only be epitomized as let me get the emoji here. It's just the straight line across the middle. Just absolutely not enthused. Where is it?
A flat look.
There it is.
Just smile at that. Alright.
That exact expression.
Tim, did you want us to pick you up on the day of the hunt?
I mean, yeah, that'll work. I'll be all kitted up. Tried to get a ride, but didn't work out.
I want to test my guitar.
Oh,
Okay.
don't put it this way, Red, please.
I would love to, but we should not do it here. The HOA was unhappy the first time.
What did you do?
It would be the COA, Cargo Homeowner,
You are correct.
CHOA.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. They're one of the only sources of order because they're so petty that no one wants to deal with them. Ugh.
What the?
But, I mean, if you got a spot that's at least relatively quiet or outside of a population center or major technological area, we can try.
Oh wait, did you improve upon the effects or direct effects?
Certainly. They even kept the distortion when it's off, so you don't have to deal with the clean tones, which... Yeah.
If I remember,
anyway, he will just quickly like strum a couple of quick chords on it, just with the speaker very, very low. But you notice that it doesn't have a volume switch. What it has is a 4-point like lever switch, like you would normally have on pickups, meaning it has off, 25%, 100%, and pain. And they are labeled exactly like that.
What's this pain setting do?
Oh, that would be the I'm sorry, what was the weapon that's built inside of it?
microwaver.
Microwave.
That's right. Ah, right. That would be the fucking microwaver you put into it. How even? Don't answer that. Honestly. Yeah, no, pain. My ear,
Yeah.
I'm still cleaning blood out of my ear. It's your fault.
You're the dumbass that tried to play the guitar. Don't blame me because you decided to be curious and actually use the microwaver in the guitar.
I didn't. I was just touching it. I poked it. The string jiggled and the complex went down. All right. Either way, I want to see it happen again. It was cool as hell. So we should do that.
Yes, believe me, I will use this pain setting against those Borgs and very often against anything metallic.
Anyone got an idea for a quiet place to go then?
Oh, we're going. Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
At the mention of Memorial and the Aldecados, Tim looks a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, that's why I met Krim. Okay. That's good. It's sad. Bittersweet. I think we should go there.
I'll pass. Let's just get to work.
Oh,
You gotta talk to Tomas. And if he comes up with anything, if he gives us something, then we can do something. But if not, then I'll be able to try. But Tomas first, and then maybe try out later.
All right.
Works for me. Guess I'll tag along till then. Make sure it doesn't explode.
it is a fine piece of machinery. Tim
With
has
that,
not done that at least once or twice.
No.
you all load it back up into the truck, get going, and start heading to Thomas Beige. Do you call and let him know that you're coming up to see him?
We're just
I
pulling.
sent a text.
All right. Eventually get a text back with just, the hell? What's going on? Coming? Why? What do you need?
I'll tell you when I get there.
You get a frowny face. But eventually, as you guys pull up, you see Thomas, is already outside, cigarette in hand, arm resting on the other as he's holding the cigarette in two fingers. Just kind of cocked his hips to the side as he leans back against the wall, and he's just waiting for you guys to get out and walk up.
I get out, of course. Hey,
Halloween.
Thomas.
Hey, Reed.
Did I say that? Oh, I thought I got it right that time.
You did.
Okay, so that was just you being an ass. Got it.
Yeah. Right. What do you want?
I'm looking for the what's the name of the Fly Boys? Just Fly Boys or something else? What was it, Chris?
Jet Boy.
You got the Jack Dogs and the.
Looking for a way to contact the Jetbirds.
Thomas just kind of raises an eyebrow. Right. You. So, what exactly you want with them then?
We know someone that had a gyrocopter, and we know that if anyone can track aerial movements, it's another aerial nomad. Hence, Jetbirds.
Right. And how do you really know about them?
That would be because we have a nomad with us. I mean, you
Right.
see him all the time. He's right there.
His eyes swing to Chris. Yep. So you give the wave, and he sees you. The one, like he moves a cigarette to his mouth, and he crooks a finger to you and just beckons you to come here, Chris. Just kind of like narrowing his eyes and tilting his head forward. If he was wearing glasses, he'd be looking over them at you. Yep. And he, right. So, seems like it. So,
Yeah,
he said
did.
that you know about him because you're a nomad. You guys wanting to be talking out here out in the street, or would you rather go inside of my office? Right.
What?
We'll go to my office because, well, no offense there. And you see him, because this is his first time he's actually like, talking to you. He kind of takes that moment, looks you up and down, makes a show of putting the cigarette back in the mouth, putting his hands on his hip as he leans around to look at your truck. Comes back and scaredy cat, and he turns and he keeps walking, beckoning you guys to follow him.
Chris, can I have the keys? I'm gonna wind down the window for Tim.
I mean, Tim would hop out kind of last, but when y'all start going, he hops out before you lock it.
Oh, okay.
See them?
So
Yeah.
I will
Okay,
say,
you see why-
Chris, if for any reason other than the fact that I know all of you, and it's obvious because they make no point in hiding themselves, there are several people up in not necessarily rooftop, but above the street level that you can see with machine guns and rifles. They're very obviously wearing reclaimer insignia. So this, and Red can attest that they have kids in the main building.
Gotcha.
So this is for all intents and purposes, a no combat zone in the combat zone.
Got. Yeah. Tim would kind of walk up and kind of at the beckon, even though the beckon wasn't for him. Just kind of reach up, nod to Thomas, and go, "So you're Thomas? Is that right, Thomas?"
Hey, you see who I deal with. This guy's.
Tricky.
You see who
Present.
I deal with
I
regularly.
think I did a boiler for you, what, a month or two ago?
Right. Either way, at the moment you're, and he makes a point of looking you up and down. Unknown factor. Either way, if y'all wanting to get your answers, you can follow me. It should be fine either way.
Okay.
Of course, I'm forced to follow.
Come on, scaredy cat nomad.
You see what
You're
I deal with,
smoking
right,
that.
Chris? This guy's just a dick.
Funny one.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there any chance I would have in my bits and bobs I carry on me the assortments necessary to make basically a small, low memory camera to stick on like a pole outside watching the vehicle? No? Okay. Worth a shot. I should get one. That sounds
That is a nice one.
Yep. As you guys work and walk and get your way into the building. Again, the outside is very visibly not armored, but set up with barricades, barriers, trying their best to make sure any stray bullets have as low of a chance of hitting anyone inside the building. Getting inside, it's the first front part section of it is dark and dingy. You can't even see inside. They open the next set of doors, and it's that soft, warm light. You can hear the sound, again, Red, you can pick out the violin music, and so can everyone else. Just kind of coming down the broken elevator. But the floor is in the process of one guy, like, with a broom trying to sweep stuff up. You see some people are, again, just patching up walls where anything's went wrong. There's one guy working on electrical. And as you guys step in, you actually hear the sound of a rumble deep in the building, followed by a pop of a breaker, swearing, something getting smacked. The rumble comes back, and the sound of the HVAC turning on
Do I
as
see
they
any
get
of my
air circulation going.
Ooh.
Do I see any of my symbols around the place?
Not at the moment.
Oh.
Nothing visible, at least in the front foyer. Thomas leads you guys further in, probably about a good 30 feet around a corner before coming to a doorway where it's just has in great big letters beige across the front of it. It has a piece of broken glass as basically like the old-fashioned detective doors with the nameplate, but it's just spray painted on and it's shattered a bit. Opens the door, shitty tin table over in one corner with a flimsy metal chair. He goes over, grabs the chair, pulls it around, sits down. Shut the door.
I go in first, obviously, and I'll sit down in front of him.
Oh no, there's no other chairs. He's making you guys stand.
Oh, fuck him.
I haven't got enough money for chairs.
So I stand in front of him.
Yep.
Tim pulls out a very small folding stool. Just leans against the wall.
Where did you hide that?
Prison
The
pocket.
the whole thing collapses up to like the size of a water bottle.
With that though, as the door shuts, Tim looks to you again, Chris, and he goes, "All right. I know what he calls you, but I want to hear it from your own lips. What is your name? You know information's king around here. No, not you, the nomad.
Oh, sorry.
Information's king. Chris. Chris what? Or what Chris? Right. So you're asking about people that are not really around here anymore. Huh. All right. Well, what else can you tell me? Right. Excuse me. All right. You give me what you know about it that made you want to ask about them. Here's the thing, though. You didn't give me anything to grease the wheels. You didn't give me anything that I want or need. Now, I ain't going to ask you to go do a job or nothing because I can see that y'all look like you're wanting to get this done and over with. So I'll tell you what. Chris, how well would you say that you've tried, up until this point, you've tried to keep the hui out of your life? Yeah. 2. All right. With that, then, that tells me what he knows as he nods. I don't see no insignia or anything on you or your truck, Scaredy Cat. So, you tell me which crew you riding with. And anything else I ask about them, I'll tell you everything you need to know about the Jetbirds. Tit for tat.
I'm sorry, Chris. He's just like this. He's very greedy.
Oh? What do you think's worth more than information? Especially considering you owe me a body.
I paid you back for that. Hey, I paid you back for that.
That's fine. He
We
knows.
called it.
He now knows that Chris knows about all of that. So,
Oh shit!
yep. So he nods. What you offering then? Let me put it this way. Unless you're willing to, oh no, give me a truck, and I know that ain't happening, information's king. You ain't got to tell me who's in charge or anything like that. Honestly, I'm just wanting to know if there's someone we can work with. Even if we got to pay him out the nose. Contacts are everything.
Red is just laughing at the idea of working with the wee.
Yeah, he notices you laughing and goes, oh, you know something.
Red, stop being so funny.
It's hilarious. I'd
I
love to
mean,
see this little prick deal with them.
so that's my cost here. You ask a question, I ask a question.
Hmm.
Right. So, gotcha. Well, in that case, then you tell me I'd work with you. All right. Your turn. Ask a question. he gives you a crooked smile with the wind. But if you're wanting something a little bit more, I could give you that. Are you wanting to know about them? And he kind of like takes his hand and makes a circle shape with it. Like all of them, or are you asking for someone in particular? Right. Okay. Leadership. In that case, then, honestly, I would say your best chance of finding them and getting into contact would probably be poking your nose. And he kind of thinks for a long minute. Been a minute since they were here. But, they got a bit of land farther out that they've been hanging out at. It's in between two old railroad tracks. They've managed to set it up as sort of a takeoff point. And if you give me a minute, and he'll turn, like on the chair, open a drawer, glance to all of you. I ain't going for a gun. Reach in, pull out a map. It's an old-fashioned map. It's dirty and dingy. It's impossible to tell when it was. It's roughly of Night City. But for the most part, looking at it, looks like it's all right here. And I'll actually circle that. That's where, yeah, they're currently staying outside of town. That's all I can really say. Where it is exactly, I don't know. I don't have dealings outside of the city. They ain't even near any old towns or settlements, so last thing I heard, that's where they were. Whether they're there now, can't say. But that is the most recent. Now, my turn. You asked about their leadership. Again, I didn't say I'd ask for names. Scaredy Cat, tell me, what sort of people do you work for?
He's not. He's not an associate. He's a pain in my ass. He's a useful pain in my ass.
Yeah, ass a shit. Associate.
He's pretty nice, Red.
See, I like her. Well, now it sounds like you're tempting me. Thomas. Yeah. Could I ask the four of you to roll me human perception?
Hell yeah.
Yep. Fucking hell, Chris.
Yeah. Chris is cracked. My God. I can see in another perspective now.
All right.
It's empathy, Chris.
All right. What about you, Tim? You going to try to read them? Timothy.
Apologies, I was muted.
Mhm.
All right. Human perception, if you would like, Tim.
Yeah, why not? Let's peer at what's going on. Nope.
God.
Tim fell asleep.
Your chair isn't level. Your chair isn't level. You're trying to fix it.
You know what? It's
Tim is
Christmas.
genuinely, like, he's balancing atop of the chair, leaning against the wall, and has fallen asleep. Proper dad nap.
So with that, starting at the bottom, because we hear, Tim, you ain't got like, this guy hears that they do the opposite of what he does. All he does is raise an eyebrow. And you're like, yeah, what the hell is he talking about? Like, who'd want to do the opposite of this? That's crazy. Red and Doc, you have a moment where he raises the eyebrow and you're like, oh, he's like, there's something, you don't know what the reaction is, but he is reacting. It's small, but you can't quite read it. Chris, you've dealt with enough people, or rather, enough people on the end of your family's escapades to know when someone is told something that they are doing their best to not just immediately throttle whoever said it. For you, Chris, it's like the temperature just dropped 10 degrees. And it's not because they turned on the AC. More or less, this is when, I guess the good way to say it is, no, please take me, leave my daughter alone. Oh, don't worry. We're going to make sure your daughter's never alone again. Like, it's like you said that to him. That sense of you saying that gave him the idea that your people are what they are, the exact opposite. People dealing in flesh and blood and bullets. It is monstrous to him. Yeah, no. It is very clearly you managed to see the humanity in this man. Yeah, but he is now doing his best to not glare daggers at you, and for the most part, succeeding as far as everyone else is concerned. And he nods finally after a moment. Right. Well, with that, then I believe it is your question. If you have any more.
You know where they are, so I think we're good.
Should we get more specific?
Unless he knows about the guy that we are looking for. Or that chick.
Right. So you're looking for a jet bird on the ground? What happened? You clip his wings?
We wish.
Worry. Okay. You got a description? I'm not going to be a dick and make you roll concentration for this. Yeah. Right. Well, I believe for the most part should be. If he's really in trouble, might be able to help him. Oh, jetbirds tend to stick alone for the most part anymore when they're in the city. Great. I'm gonna roll something. Nah, he doesn't know who Carl is. Right. He kind of like, again, the eyes narrow. He kind of sizes you up again, looks to everyone else. Well, what about the rest of you? Any questions? Comments,
Miranda.
concern.
You know Miranda. Miranda,
Miranda.
whatever the fuck her name is.
I know of several Miranda, whatever the fucks. You got to give me more than that. Like, I know you don't know every group you sleep with, but
That's
God,
Miranda
right,
Blackwell.
that's a rabbit hole. I don't know.
If he goes down, I'm happy. Miranda Blackwell.
Ah,
okay, so you're saying a name out loud.
Yes, do you know her? Or what corporal she works with? Or what corp she works with?
You're looking for someone that works for a corp.
Yeah. Come on. What? Why? Come on. He proven himself useful sometimes. Oh.
it was very nice seeing you again. Very
Right.
nice.
Don't forget your old man as he points
Oh yeah,
to 10.
okay. It's meeting's over, Tim. We can go now.
Tim's already got the chair folded up. He was by the door. He's just
Okay.
kind of standing there, looking at y'all.
Last thing, Thomas, love the place. Let's keep it like that, please. See ya. Have a good night.
Hell, okay. You
Shuts the
guys,
door.
yep. You guys managed to press on and start getting out. You hear the HVAC rumbling.
I will add on the way out, just kind of like before I shut the door behind us, I guess, like, by the way, I know you didn't pay the bill on the boiler yet, but you're good. Just leave.
He's doing his part.
Yep. With that, you guys managed to press outside, passing by the guy who finally finished sweeping, and he's putting that in the dustbin. And you see one of the kids running by, just ecstatic as all heck, as she's yelling like down to the other kids that are apparently down the hall, like, he's here, red metal's here, and running by. Guys get outside, the door shuts, and again, you're outside Night City.
Mm.
And words have power.
Um,
Come on.
I really hate that dick. He sours every good memory I have here.
Love him. Love him.
Yep.
He is such a dick.
Okay, so we should probably call. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
let's
yeah, yeah.
go.
Any new
Call him.
information we should pass on? Okay, I'll call. I'll put him on. I'll put him on speaker.
Yep. With
We're gonna
that,
go.
before the phone rings, we'll cut to Cadmail during his day of work. And Cadmail, can you remind me what information you managed to gain as you put out the feelers?
Yeah, I had gotten like the exact location of their spot.
Or you cut out there at like halfway through that? It was like a loud
All
boop.
right, I had like gotten the exact location, being the white dot in the
Yeah,
the um, nomad group.
that they tend to like going up
Yeah,
high.
there it is.
Oh no, dual things of information.
Yeah, I got that their headquarters was there at the center of that. And I think that's the extent of the leads that I got. I got that from the poor bastard, James.
Yep, I will show his picture real quick to everyone.
Poor bastard.
Yep, James, the poor bastard. One of the few pictures of real people.
Yeah.
You can see the pain in his eyes.
Yep. You can tell he works a corporate life. Well, with that, getting that information and things going on, did you decide to stay in the office working, or were you going to go out and actually put your boots on the ground?
I think I was gonna try and meet back up with them once I got that information.
Nice.
Because we don't have much time before this stuff has to go down.
Yep. So with that, probably the moment you're starting to finally get your calls and everything in, you get a call eventually from Doc.
That's right. I'd also swapped info with the driver. Learning about her little thing. Right, yes, Doc.
Hello, Cadmail.
Hello, has a girlfriend or has a boyfriend?
Yes, I do. We have some more information.
As do I.
So we found that the location of where those pesky nomads went, roughly.
Yeah. That they've got that hotel.
Hotel.
Uh, yeah, I mean, it sounded like we had the same info. Their headquarters.
Is it between two rail yards or railway tracks?
It's a hotel in the center of the radiation in the war zone.
Okay, I think we have different locations here. So, what's the name of the hotel?
I don't think I remember to write that one down.
Because we have a location outside of the city.
Okay, yeah, no, I've
He's-
got a location in the heart of the city.
She's gonna look to Red for a second. Okay, is that where they're operating out of? Or what do you know about this place?
I had heard it was their headquarters of the flying nomads.
Hmm. I guess we can check that out. Are you free? You could try. She's gonna look at you for a second. We're gonna give it a look. Yeah. And we can also look outside the city. Catamount, do you go out much? You've been outside of the corporate place?
Yeah, I could probably go check out there. I mean, wouldn't say it's my most gone to area, but
Well, I won't probably be with you because I need to be making drugs for today and tomorrow.
all right.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Just message me if you're dying or need anything, obviously. Mm.
Yes, sir. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. I could do that. Goes well, I can do a good job. It'll take a little bit of time. Their asses, I can just make sure they drop 10 minutes into the air. Just kind of shrugs.
That sounds great.
All right. So, were we going to check out our spots separately, or were we meeting up somewhere?
I need to get dropped off in my office, but Chris and the rest of the gang will come.
Okay, at the
Yeah.
hotel.
And please, no drive-bying
All right, can
unless you get
I
shot first.
ask for
No promises.
all of you to make me local experts? This is a flat roll.
I'm gonna add a
Just
cheeky
go to one
plus
of the
one.
Let's just go to the place where the corporal found it.
What?
Chris!
Therapy has done wonders.
Navigational god.
Okay.
And rejoining the family really did wonders for you.
You're the person they named in the episode. You got a name change later in life, but
Good.
Okay, so with that, starting at the bottom because we're here, Tim, you don't like. Okay, we're heading like into the near the Arasaka Tower ruins. Oh shit, this is gonna emotionally and all that. But
even on a 10, this is real. Okay.
yeah, you know that this is gonna be a thing for you potentially.
I feel
Red.
like as we start. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Red, you have this moment of you're going near the Arasaka Tower ruins. It's you realize your entire time in Night City, not once have you seen or acknowledged the last act of Johnny Silverhands. So it's kind of that moment you're always getting compared to him, but now you get to see it. Let's face it, as much as you don't want to be like him, he's still a model of sorts. Getting that chance to see it. Doc, you picked out the same thing that Cadmail and Kujang, like, Cadmail, you're like, I remember reading reports on this. Kujang, you're like, yeah, no, I fucking know about this shit because it's awful. There's radiation.
Yeah. There's gonna be so much radiation.
Yeah, there's active radiation
Active
in some
radiation.
areas there.
Manage radiation exposure in this game.
Doc, Kujang, and Cadmail, you know that radiation exposure works this way. Low radiation does not kill you immediately, over time. At that point, we're talking cancer and other things. High radiation, on the other hand, every turn you remain in the hot zone, you are treated as being mildly on fire.
Your insides are on
Except
fire.
you cannot use an action to put yourself out.
Oh, fuck me. So we need a Geiger counter going in here.
You probably
Pursuit.
need
Being on fire means every turn you take 2 points of damage directly to
every
your
3
health.
seconds.
Shit.
So we need is either a protective outfit or to get in and out very quickly.
And at least know what you're looking for.
Okay, could I make a roll to determine if this vehicle is safe? Or maybe
You don't need to make a roll.
It's not. Okay, it's clear. The windows, they're not good.
Chris, you were saying.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Alright.
maybe we should meet up at the office or something, then just hit up the out of town spot together.
I do. I want a suit and go in.
Heard.
Do
What? Is there a cost on a radiation suit?
1,000 eddies.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Okay, would there be a cost on modifying the vehicle to be environmentally resistant?
Yes, give me a moment. I will tell you the cost on modifying a vehicle.
I'll go grab a drink.
Yeah. All right, let me see here. What are the rules here? What is the cost of that? Double checking. I would say that this isn't easy, so I have to pull up something with this cost. Yes, it's going to cost 5,000 eddies to buy a radiation suite for the truck.
Okay.
To
We are
make
underleveled.
it cuts the price in half, 2,500.
What we need is a guide. We need someone who knows the roads in the high radiation areas because none of us have experience here.
It's gonna be right next to the tower, so it's gonna be radioactive either way.
I mean, we're going here because there's supposed to be people here, right?
That's true. That's true.
That's fair.
People who reach this spot probably by helicopter and plane.
Yeah.
Flying above it.
Oh,
Mm, Actually, I'll buy a suit.
So, anyone that is
Um,
wanting to buy anything on the 2 days you have left, I am going to require, if you're looking for radiation suits or Geiger counters to buy, I'm going to require a roll for that. Because these are expensive items and they're difficult to come by.
Given a roll, I could make one, but I can only make, I assume it's a day to make one.
Well, let me pull that up.
Unless because it's more valuable, it's like a week-long item, in which case I cannot.
yeah. At most, I could probably get like what 2 suits within 2 days, 2 or 3.
it's,
And, yes, yeah, I know.
Uh,
I'm saying it's probably going to have to be an after.
it's not. I'm not really doing this for Jerry. It's more of a, I guess you could call it a pilgrimage for me. To go
Yeah.
where Johnny Lane's
Which
last
is
moments.
fair.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's...
Oh,
No,
that's
That's kind of sad, actually, in a whole different way.
2 weeks per suit.
so.
Mm.
It's still going to be there after the fact.
Or-
After the next.
I mean, it's only been 25 years. Actually, do we
still-
know... I'm sorry. Once... Do we know how long it's been since that, like, to date?
It's been 23 years, handful of months and days.
Okay. It's been 23 years, 8 months, 13 days, and about 14 hours, and... checks his watch. 43 minutes.
Anyone wanting information on how well radiation lasts over can make me a science check.
Science requires a type, doesn't it?
Yep.
Nothing else? No, not education?
I don't have a
Nope.
science type. I have education.
Yeah, I
What
didn't
the
take
hell
a
is-
science type because you said it was specialist, and
Yep.
like if it was a question outside of specialist, if I realized it would just be like, what is radiation and how long does it last?
So that's part of the whole thing with this. It is not
Question.
something that is normally taught or known by people without specializing and looking it up.
Question. Hear me
Yes.
out. Weapons tech and education, and I'm a nerd. Huh?
I would say no,
Huh?
because
Okay.
I would take physics, biology, or chemistry for this.
Oh, fair enough. Wait, can I
learn
roll it
later.
at 0, or do I have to have ranks in it?
I would say in this case you would have to have ranks, because that would actually denote case study.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
That's fine though. But either way, you guys have 2 locations you can go to. Or you can hold off and you have 2 days to do any last prep you want to do before the big lizard hunt.
I think I should make these drugs, people. You guys go to the second location.
Oh, mm. I'm gonna have to buy. I need to buy some. How much is EMP bullets?
Oh, okay, just a tick. That is a specific thing.
Oh, yeah, actually, that
The
does
answer is
sound.
yes, I think, on those, the specialty ammunition. Great.
Yeah, that sounds extremely useful. That sounds like actually really good idea.
So, EMP ammunition is 500 for 10 bullets. And EMP ammunition, oh shit, sorry. That is not for bullets. That is 500 per grenade. They only come in grenades.
Hmm. Well,
EMP ammunition, 500 eddies expensive, grenades only, and grenades are purchased individually.
so it has to be grenades. It can't be pistol bullets.
Correct.
Yeah.
The closest you'd come to getting pistol bullets for that would be your microwaver.
Okay, so I'll just buy one grenade.
All right, you're looking for an electromagnetic pulse grenade. Can I please, just to get an idea of where you're going for this, because you're not going to find this in a random little vendit machine. Your choice.
Mm,
Local expert, or you could roll me streetwise.
mm, mm. Great last 20.
20. You managed to get a hold of some people that you know, you learn about them first. They're like, you have Ripper Docs, right? As violent as that title sounds, that they're people who put cybernetics in.
Mhm.
Do you know what a Ripper gang is?
Those that take them out.
While people are still alive to ensure freshness.
Yeah.
And that's who you're getting put in contact with, people that are willing to shut down someone's eyes, their arms, their legs, their lungs with a grenade.
Mm. Mm.
They'll even
Good
sell
to
it to you
know.
cheap.
I'm listening.
But that's all you know till you show up.
Okay, so I'm going there.
Do you go by yourself, or is anyone else wanting to get in on this?
Hell no, I gotta get somebody to come with me.
Good idea. The good buddy system on this.
I mean, getting a special type of ammo thing might be helpful knowing what's coming up. I don't have the kind of money to go buying EMP grenades. Apparently, those are quite expensive. But flashbang grenades might be
Flashbang.
worthwhile. Or 100.
Yeah, 100 per. Not bad. Those, again, are going to be a little bit harder. It'll be an easier roll if you want to go ahead and roll me a streetwise or something.
Alright.
Streetwise or local expert. Who would be going with Red then? Are you going, Cadman?
Preferably someone without as
yeah, I'm
few
like, I don't.
cybernetics as possible. Who has the least amount of cybernetics, so we don't tempt these guys.
14. Okay. Yeah, you're able to find it for the most part. It's, in all honesty, one of those backroom gun dealer kind of people. He does warn you that the timer might be 5 seconds, it might be 3. Just bear that in mind.
Well, to know ahead of time, I can work around that.
Yeah. Real quick, are you wanting those scented or anything, or just straight up normal flashbacks? But I have curio little things I like to try out, and you probably spend a good 20 minutes picking out what flavor you want your flashback.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I want to be memorable. I want them to know who flashbang. They
Exactly.
won't see me, they won't hear me, but they'll know.
But yeah, who goes with Red?
The least amount, so we don't tempt them. Like the fewer you have, the better will be. Because I have 0 to like 1 cybernetic,
Doesn't want to wake up in an ice tub,
pretty much.
which means I am not
All
a
up.
beer person.
All I've got's my audio suite.
You don't have interface plugs?
Nope.
And a neural link?
Making drugs can't help.
Nope.
All right.
I'm hands on. Old school.
Okay, Tim, you're up. You're up.
All right. Can I get a perception check from the three of you then as you go about this? All right. Can Chris do it again? He does not. Right. So, Red, you're more focused on getting there, getting the deal. You were given instructions, not a like address, but directions. So you're having to tell Chris where to go.
Mhm.
Chris, you're managing as you go to avoid any potholes and things. And at one point, you manage to kind of swerve the car a little. And Tim and Red look at you kind of curiously, and you're like, "Oh yeah, no, that bit of trash was actually there to like fuck up the tire." You avoid one of the many, many booby traps that are in the combat zone. Because that's where these guys are. They're under one of the many bridges, just hanging out. Tim, it's when you guys get there, you manage to kind of pick out that there are people already, like, not coming up, but you can just feel easily more than 20 sets of eyes on you guys. As the car stops, and whoever gets out, gets out. You see several guys that are standing off to the side or sitting down in like crappy little lawn chairs around a small barrel fire. One of them kind of stands up and raises a hand up and gives a little wave.
They get out since I was the one that contacted them.
Yep. Tim, you also notice that each and every one of these guys has either a heavy pistol or very heavy pistol at minimum.
Sheesh.
Yep.
Hey,
They mean
these
business.
guys are packing big ol' heat. Not your typical city.
I'm just here for a grenade and we can just do our business.
Right, eyes open, guns down.
Mm-hmm. Just
Have I
Chris,
dealt with any people from this crew before, would you think?
No, they are not solos by any means. If anything, they would be
Okay.
your competition as they rip
Ah,
this
shit.
stuff out. Their goal is to
Right.
save the cybernetic and to kill the person wearing it. They
God.
don't even care about organs.
All right. I am actually going to, on the way there, kill my audio suite and recorder.
Okay.
So I should show up unless it's a heavy scan as completely clean.
For the most part, as you guys walk up, because I'm assuming, Chris, you stay in the car and it's running. Yep. There are people, again, none of them are actively approaching any of you. They let you walk, they leave the car alone. You do see shadows or the occasional glint as people kind of rearrange to keep all of you within their sight line one way or another. And just one of the random schmucks that's sitting at the fire. You're the one that's wanting the grenade.
You'd be right.
You wanting just one?
Oh, unless you give them at a discount, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a discount. Tell you what. What you want it for? What you going after?
Some borged out motherfuckers.
Really? Okay, that's doable. That's doable. Ah, he kind of rubs his teeth for a moment. You see him reach down and let me. So I actually say this right and don't fuck up the thing. You see him pull out a dose of black lace, like an inhaler, and he hits it a couple times right there in front of you. Tim and Red, go ahead and roll me. I'm going to make this simple. You could roll me local expert or What would be or first aid? We'll say first aid. Local expert or first aid.
Mm.
Damn, man. Like, Tim, you know that like him rubbing his lips, that's and he actually like took his finger in his gums. It's probably because they're sore. Like black lace makes a point of constricting blood flow in those areas. So it's not a pretty sight. Essentially, black lace in this world is 2045's meth. It's not good. Red, you actually know the effects of black lace. It lasts for 24 hours. You take 2d6 humanity loss when you use it. It's returned to you once it wears off, though. For the duration, you ignore the effects of being seriously wounded. However, if you fail the addiction test, you now do not get the humanity back. You are addicted, and your reflex is lowered by 2 points while addicted.
That's
And
good to
he
know.
took like 3 hits right there.
That is not a good sign.
So, you say you're going after a borged out guy then? Is he nearby?
Sadly, no. But we know where he's going to be.
You do? Where might he be showing up then? And you notice that for every question you're answering, he's setting, like one of the other guys has already pulled out 1 EMP grenade. There's a box of things. Where's he going to be then? Where are you hunting him at?
It's going to be the Great Hunt from the Avocados.
Second grenade gets put. Really? Oh, that's good to know. Okay, well, man, that hunt then, huh? Well, tell me, you want another gun on there? I'm pretty sure we could send one of our guys. He's real good at getting a hold of those Borgy motherfuckers.
I'd like to kind of put a hand just not quite in front of Red, but nearly, and kind of step up a little bit. Could I quickly make a perception on that box of stuff?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. You're going to take a -2, though.
14.
14. It's kind of hard to tell. It's very clearly has enough grenades for at least 2. They don't look well maintained, but they look like they'll do what they need to do. You can hear the rattle of metal, plastic, and like glass as well from inside it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, kind of step up a little bit. You got arrows? Special kind, not just hunting tip.
Wise, do you want arrows? What you want arrows for? What you hunting? Really? Org.
He's on my squad. We're hunting the same thing.
Right. You ain't one of them jack dogs, are you? I use arrows.
No, sir. I haven't been a nomad in a long time. Started down.
Yeah, fuck them and teeth then. Yeah. They're only one of my best selling people. So, I mean, we don't really carry arrows or nothing. That's kind of gimmicky. I put you in their contact though if you want to get some of the fun ones.
Yeah, sure, let me know. And I will actually go to slightly more properly introduce myself. I recognize it's the middle of a business transaction, but honestly, I think we're getting fleeced if we give them any more information.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was actually
Before you
Sorry.
interrupted, I was going to say that we didn't need an extra gun. We just needed the grenades.
Oh no,
fair.
he's not off. Well, yeah, he's more
Yeah.
offering one of his men on there.
Okay,
Yeah, we
fair
don't
enough.
need that.
Yeah.
Well,
But
we just
yeah.
need the grenades.
Oh well, that's fine and all that. Then I could. Well, I mean, with everything that you're going on about, that's perfectly fine. You so just 2 grenades then? Whole
It's a
one, nothing
price.
else. Don't want no microwavers or nothing.
Nah.
We're covered.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Well, I guess then as well, you're not going to be looking for nothing too fancy or nothing to be dealing with them funny people, huh? No. That's fine. That's fine. All right,
You
that'll
sound like
be.
you got something in mind.
I mean, I got plenty of things in mind. The more reason of whether or not you're going to be wanting some help, but that's fine. I'd say we'll round it up to an even 500 for 2.
Deal. And I wait for him to hand over the grenades before I give him the credits.
Oh no, he holds out his hand. The guy with the grenades is still sitting.
Oh, then I hand him the credits.
Yep. He takes the credits. The guy with the grenade box kind of scoops them up, stands up, big burly guy, nowhere near as big as the Duke or the captain. And he just kind of holds them out, both of them fitting in his hand. They're about the size of a can of Coke or Pepsi and very rudimentary in design. You don't necessarily pull a pin. Instead, it looks like you have to crack the top of it and then click it in.
Thanks.
Cool.
Yep.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Right. So the hunt, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You gonna be at that hunt?
Planning on
Probably.
it.
You gonna be in that truck?
Lord have
Probably.
mercy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, there are a lot of avocados.
Oh, you're going with the avocados.
I thought you would know. That's where the hunt is.
Yeah, but now I know who you're working with. Cool. Good to know.
Working with.
Yeah.
Why don't
All right.
you-
Either way, that's fine. Go on. You can go. He takes
Have a
another
good
hit of
one.
black lace.
And we quickly walk back.
Yep. Tim would actually stay back, God forbid, for like just a quick second. Basically,
Don't you
just
dare.
let him take the hit. I'm not doing anything BS. I'm literally just going, by the way, I'm Tim. I run X spot in the combat zone. Is there anything you
I'm already
need that you
walking
can't
back.
get? It's a little more inner city. Let me know. And if I get some custom, some odd orders, I can send him out his way. That's all I'm saying.
Tim, roll me luck.
Yeah, that's valid. It's worth a shot, right? Yeah, actually. Just D6.
D10 plus whatever your luck is at the moment.
Yeah.
It's that moment as you say, "My name's Tim," and you stop because you are telling people where you work that actively hunt your customer base.
Oh shit!
Yeah, these are
I
rippers
genuinely
who
did,
will.
as a player, I didn't think of that. But I'll just okay. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
I will
that's why I
stop
rolled your
myself
luck.
and go. Tim and I do some more city work.
Right. Okay.
It's good to know we're out of each other's circles.
Right. By the way, just for anyone to know, that 1 plus 7 was his notice on any of y'all cybernetics.
Oh shit!
Oh, thank fucking God. Thank God.
But with that, you guys managed to walk away. As you guys get back, Chris, you're in the car. They had their backs to you, so you couldn't even make a read lips roll. You see that. Yep. Y'all manage to get in the car, start pulling away, and again, you see them actively moving to keep an eye on you, but for the most part, they don't bother. You're pretty sure if you had the windows down, you could hear them yelling at you, but with that, is there anything else anyone would like to do on this day before we move forward?
I'm just gonna make some drugs.
All right, Cadmail, anything for you?
While we're out in the
I'm-
desert, test the guitar.
Trying to figure
Well,
out
you're
the
not out there yet.
rules for throwing a grenade.
The rules on throwing a grenade, that would
Okay,
be
finally found it.
athletics.
Well,
Okay.
My bad. I
Dex
thought we were out.
athletics. Having trouble finding it. I was like, God, do I need a grenade launch in order to use these?
No, but you can freely go back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's right there. Damn. Yeah, I thought we were a lot further away, which is why I was trying to cross businesses. Because they were so close. That's my bad.
All right,
Yeah, I think
grabbed.
my side of things was just buying myself some flashbang grenades. Sounds like it was a lot less dangerous than. you guys'.
Out of curiosity, what flavor and or scent do you go with? I gave him a question that stumped him.
Yeah, I gotta look up spices. Oh yeah. Lilacs if you're a psychopath. That does sound right. Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, either way, cool. Shopping is done. Weapons are equated. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was looking up the rules on Doc making drugs.
I gotta roll a DV13.
Yep.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. 200 per dosage.
Yeah, I
And
believe so. Yep, this would be.
just gonna make some speed heal. I already have 2 doses. Let's try and get some more.
Yep. How many ranks do you have in medical tech?
I got 1 in pharmaceuticals. But I have 4 in total medtech.
All right. So this means that in 1 hour you can make 4 doses.
Holy shit! I didn't know. Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah,
I
no,
misread that part.
so you have medical tech, pharmaceuticals, and cryo. Each rank you put into that gives you something new, but it uses
Okay.
your entire medical tech roll ability
With
to determine all that.
that in mind, I'm going to put 2 luck on this roll.
All you got to do is hit a 13. How hard could it
Don't
be?
say it like that. Don't ever say it like that. Yeah. Fuck you, I got my medicine.
Do you know what? Tell you what. You don't get an extra like dose or anything, but I will give you back 10 eddies. It's a little something.
Yeah.
You managed to cut a little bit of corner. Oh, yeah, nice. I almost said that you cut corners by reusing syringes.
Doctor, she does not do that. She's
That's
a
why I
professional.
stopped. But anyways,
I have a lot more
yeah.
medicine than I thought I was going to have, so I'm not going to make any more.
Yeah, that's 190 eddies, making those 4 doses. People have went out
Sweet.
shopping. Chris, is there anything you're wanting on this day of adventure? I'm excited. Okay.
Ooh.
That certainly is mean. Doc, would you be okay with pumping Krim for information? And fun.
I think she'd be fine with it. Just a question.
Okay.
Also, very important.
Yeah.
Cadmo, have you told Doc at any point that you're coming dressed as your mascot
Oh,
for the hunt?
Oh
Okay.
my god, that's right.
Alright.
at no point would Cadmel mention what he'd be going dressed as.
Alright. Alright. Yeah, how do you frame it to her then? Hi. I would love to. That'd be nice.
Roll me, in that case, acting.
I found the flower scent. It'd be yarrow.
You're doing Yarrow.
Me-
Nice.
Yarrow.
Meets it, beats it. Good job. Doc, he tries so hard and he got so far, but in the end it didn't even matter.
Just smile at you. I'm getting there. What do you want me to ask him? Sure, that sounds fine. Yeah. Just-
All right. Oh, it wasn't their booby trap. It was just a booby trap. Yeah.
You're in a booby. Okay. Yeah. It's not. It's not a big. It's not a big deal, unless it should be a big deal. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I heard you first time. Yeah.
As
Very
you,
awkward car ride.
yep, as you will kind of cut the camera over to Doc. Doc, as you're getting done and everything, you find eventually Krim just kind of waiting back at his cargo container. He's not really doing anything. He's just kind of leaned back. He sees you. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure thing. Oh, right on the money.
You see him for a moment because we always need something like this. Let's face it, where he kind of spots you and he takes something real quick and he just kind of like shoves it under this just big old chair that he's sitting in. Just it was large and it looked like he had his arms wrapped around like this long piece and then it was kind of circular or weird shaped at the bottom and he had his hand in front of it kind of plucking at it, but when he saw you, he just quickly put that away.
Raise an eyebrow. Hey, Krim, how you going?
It,
That's my amazing man.
it's going fine, Doc. How you doing, Sav?
Great. We had
That's,
got
that's good.
something wrong.
No, nothing. Perfectly fine.
Sure.
He's lying through his fucking
Good.
teeth.
It's got nothing to do with whatever that is. You should poke him in the side and look to wherever you put that object.
It's fine. You can see he didn't hide it that well. It is very clearly the neck of some sort of stringed instrument.
You play? What do you play?
I don't play. I'm learning.
I'm sure you're great.
Hi.
Try and pull it out. What is it?
You pull it out and give me a moment. Pull this up for you. Oh,
Swear
come
to God,
on.
if it's a ukulele.
Please no.
No, he is not Tiny Timming this.
Thank God.
But it is very much the epitome. I'm going to post this into a handout. Just oh shit, that's a character. Like I realize that I want to post this so the stream can see it. So, and I want everyone else to see it at the same time. Choose file. Come on. It's thinking.
He's probably going to think, oh, guitar. Doesn't know much about instruments.
That
What?
it is a hubcap banjo.
Tim is thrilled.
Did you make that?
I-
Looks wonderful.
No, I asked one of my guys for a favor, and I let him borrow my car so I could do this. He made it.
Oh. Out of your car?
No,
Or
no.
okay, good. No,
It
it's wonderful, but I don't know if it's worth a car.
yeah. No, he's having a hard time lately, and he didn't want any money, but he had a date. I told him that I'd let him borrow the car
Oh,
for
such
him
a
making
good
me a guitar.
friend.
Yeah, and he's just like, I really am, aren't I?
Lovely. Give him a peck on the cheek. What have you been learning?
Well, I've been trying to learn a song or two, mostly just simple things, but I'm hoping to play something by Johnny. Silverhand?
He's gonna laugh at that. Yeah, I've heard of him. I've heard of
Yeah.
him. Living with Red. I hear him every other day.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
So should I tell Red this competition now?
No, Be My Lucky tries to break it.
He would. So
I
what have you got
wouldn't.
so
I would
far?
just laugh. I would just laugh.
You-
Well, enough about me though. How's your friend? Last night you told me like you're having to fix him or something. Like what happened? You left in
oh,
such a rush.
it's a whole thing. Subterfuge, evil corporations, us kicking ass. It was a whole thing.
That's Night City, baby.
It
But
is.
either way though,
He's fine.
I'm happy to hear that it wasn't like life and death again, or you having to go pull Red's head out of his ass.
I think
As the ukulele
he
player.
did that himself this time.
Well, that's okay.
He's shaping up to be a cool guy. Well, how about you play me something? If that's not too much to ask.
I can give it a shot.
This is adorable.
Do I need a roll persuasion?
No, he will. I have to role play instrument.
God, it's gonna go from a 5-star rocker boy to this. Oh, love it.
All right.
Holy shit!
26
Holy
as he
shit!
pulls this out and on a hubcap banjo that up until this point he has managed to keep hidden from you. He plays. Oh God, I am not a music person. Give me a moment.
Never fade away.
I don't know. I have to think about it. Chipping In by Samurai.
Ooh.
So insulting.
Yep. I don't know the song. I just look up Johnny Silverhand songs. So, if anyone's interested, look it up.
Buddy, I know the song, and I can tell you that Fade Away is a more romantic song that he would have played.
Well, he has to start somewhere, and that's what he was learning at that moment.
I
But
tried.
he'll
I'm
play
gonna get a
that.
brief lesson to it.
Yep.
Her eyes are like, holy shit, Crib!
Is it
You
bad?
are better than Red. What do you mean it's bad? It's amazing. Wonderful.
Yep.
Do
Now,
do
granted,
you
he
know
doesn't
any
do any of
more?
the vocals when he's doing
Yeah,
it.
you can't do the vocals. But yeah, she swooned by that. It's wonderful, Crib.
Mm.
Yep.
And
With
Cream Juice finally learns that the quickest way to a woman's panties is through a guitar.
it's a banjo apparently. With that though, he eventually finishes the song and he, like, very obviously blushing completely fucking red at this point, as other people have stopped to listen. And he's just like, oh, god damn it. And, right. Yep, I will hit show to players. Yep, this little guy with a banjo playing at a nomad camp. It, anyways, as he kind of like gently takes your hand and pulls you into the cargo container and shuts the door to a jeering crowd. So what brings you back, Doc? No offense, like, I'm happy you're here, but normally you ask me to pick you up.
We're just we're dealing with stuff. Uh, can, can can I roll a concentration to
Yes,
remember?
by all means, go ahead.
Do-
You
do
forget.
I
You were
forgot.
too off. Yep.
I just wanted to see you.
Aw. Insert kissing scene. I'm not about to describe that. It's cathartic. With that, we will, unless anyone else has, because this is mostly that entire day of going through the tapes, CAD mail working, going shopping, getting information, picking up the guitars. That is the next day. You have one more day of free time after this. So, what would you like to do?
What about me and Chris's thing, apparently?
All right, let me read what you guys got going up. Happy to know that. Okay. Then let's see. Okay, so real quick. Mm-hmm.
Acknowledged, thank you.
All right, so you're wanting to know. All right, so how do you guys set this up? Walk me through this. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, as things kind of go off with them, and you guys takes a minute to find the system. Yes,
Crystal.
Crystal.
Hey, Crystal.
Yep, Crystal with a K. um, with that, it takes a minute for you guys to find Crystal. She's more or less at this point of, yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay, in that case, then yeah. Okay, I understand what's going on. Nice. So drop him off, come back. Go ahead and roll me. I'm going to say persuasion or perception. Persuasion is asking people, hey, where's the sister? Perception is, I'm going to find her myself. It Nah, you're starting to have trouble and everything. It's like it gets to the point that as you're doing this, you actually catch the last few notes of the banjo. Like you probably have a moment where you're like sitting there listening. Go ahead and roll me another perception. It eventually you kind of have that moment as the music dies down and you start meandering. You hear someone go, "Hey, want a drink?" You see Crystal sitting on the hood of her car, pack of beer and next to her. Yep, she as you come up, she's waving at you now, you realize. And as you roll down the window and come closer, she just hucks a thing at you. Yep. I will ask we're going to see how badly this goes. I'm going to roll her athletics, and I will let you roll evasion. Normally, you cannot dodge a thrown item, but I will let you catch it in this case. Shit. She's going to break your teeth.
Holy shit!
All right, roll it. Roll that beautiful bean footage, please. Roll. 16. She gets it in the through the window into you. It thuds into your chest, and it does knock the wind from you. You don't take any damage, but you're definitely for a half second there. Yep. Yeah. And she cracks open the next beer because it's cans. She threw a can at you, not a bottle. She's not a monster. Roll me your luck. Yep, that's why. Yeah, no, you open it and it goes, you hear that, but it doesn't crest over it. It just stays. You see that she looks very disappointed. Right. Anyways, your name's she kind of thinks for a moment. Is it Jang? All right, Jang. See you running around with my brother's girl and everything and Red. But what you doing down here? Normally you're not alone when you're here. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like driving with any family, right? Flashbacks to heel hauling people. But yeah, I mean, you can see what we got. You've seen them around. For the most part, I don't really drive my car as she thumps her heel into the hood that she's sitting on. She's like, no, I go with my motorcycle normally. Oh, yeah. Actually, one of the things I've been practicing is like this old thing that you would do back in Europe, apparently, like back in the way long time ago. Like I don't even know when, but apparently what they would do is while you're riding a horse, you would like lean down and use your teeth to pick something up from someone's hand. I've been practicing that. Kind of hard to do on a motorcycle though, because like you're the one in control. Could always use a second set of hands on the bars though. If I knew Red could stomach it.
Mm.
Don't want to what? Well, that takes the fun out of it, doesn't it? All right, I'll tell him when you're dying, or when I beat you. Yeah. Yeah, like Johnson over there, like, and she points to a guy who's currently like just fucking spit swapping with some blonde chick over in the corner. Looks a little bit like 7, but you're not too sure. Might be 8. But right. You for the most part though see that guy has been entire cargo container just set up with instruments made out of junk. And not shoddy, like rusted things, but actually like polished and nice. Like, yeah. Sure. So you're wanting to go right. So what exactly you want? You wanting to go out and have some fun? You wanting a derby? She nods a little bit. I'm gonna make a roll. Yeah,
You
no.
are horrible.
Oh man, wasn't that where the hot rodders went over? Damn. Yeah, you saw all that shit. I'm sorry. That's what they called themselves. It, no, they were, but they had their own name that they called themselves. This stupid machismo thing. Yeah, I like I'm sorry they died, but I'm not sorry they died. You know that kind of thing.
Ew.
Yeah. Anyways, though, what's up? So,
Just ask
wanting to
for
ride out that way then? Uh, right. I think I could do that. You want to do it now? Yeah, probably better I do it when he's not there. are around to badger me about it, sure, you know what? Fine. Tell you what, if I win, you owe me. She grins a bit. You owe me a chance for me to drive your car without you in it. I'll only go around the block. What do you want if you win? You said you wanted it dangerous. We both know we can handle that bridge. Let's make it real. What you putting down? Oh, the blue glass. She kind of like points to her eye. Or no, it was the other drug you took through the eye, right? Okay, that was boost. Sorry. Blue glass. I don't think we've come up with how that one goes. Okay. There's probably a lot of different ways to take that dealer's choice. But yeah, no.
That's just like crack.
I'm going to genuinely roll this. Does she know which drug is which? I'd say that she has at least a general idea. Like the eye. No. You're talking about. Yeah, no. I. Her eyes go wide. Like, oh, okay.
When in doubt, move it.
You're not on that right now, are you? Okay, just making sure. Okay, well, all right, tell you what. At the very least, I'll give you enough to pay for like several doses if I can't get a hold of my contacts. Because I can't guarantee they'll have it in stock. You know, it's kind of rotating. All right. With that, she hops off. You notice she grabs the case of beer, puts it in the car, locks the car, moves to her motorcycle. Yep, she shakes, does the top, the bottom, the fist to the knuckles. And with that, I'm going to need a drive check from you.
Let's go racing.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yep, just a tick. I'm having to get to her. You might have her on this, depending on what she rolls.
What the hell do you want drugs?
I'm going to say this is going to take best two out of 3. 25, neck and neck. It's the tires squeal, you tear off. There's a split second where as you like go to move forward, she pops a wheelie in the sand and is riding the slips and twists perfectly. You manage to swing it and you actually like nudge her a little bit with just your fucking mirror, but she's just tapping at your door, just going neck and neck the entire way for the first third. Again. "24, she starts pulling ahead. As you come across, you hit a dune, go up over. She hits the dune, and you hear the sound of her boom on the top, roll off the front, and she keeps going. But she's a nomad. she manages to hit it and go without busting your windshield or even cracking it. All right. Roll it again.
Yo! Come on, come on, come on!
24. You're
Oh.
back up with her, neck and neck. Tell you what, we will do one more. Because that puts you right up. You guys tied. She won one, you won one. Ah!
Neck and neck.
You get going. It's this final moment when you got right up and like just right in front of her enough that the sand started kicking up and she started slowing down. You get around the corner. You see Red first. You manage to sweep so that she can see him. Red, I need you to roll whatever you roll to perform.
Unlike Chris, I don't mind doing luck. Free luck.
No!
Oh, God.
Bullshit, man.
Mm.
Red, you have a moment where you're playing with your guitar and it's set up. You're playing and you're just kind of strumming and having your own little fun at them, just getting into the groove. The problem is you don't turn the volume up. For all intents and purposes, you're playing with a dead guitar.
Mm. I say that I was interrupted with the whole dash to me thing,
Yeah.
so I at least have an excuse.
Well, that's the thing. They're coming in hot, so it's not like they hear you anyways, but you know for a fact yourself at least that you were not playing your A game.
Yeah. But I can still make it till I make it. They won't know the difference.
Yeah, as they come to a screaming halt, sand and dust kicking up into the air, I need another roll from you at a -2 from a bruised ego.
Plus
Because you've been
2 to
rolling.
my last.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yep.
Did I do another check?
I I will let you roll it for posterity. We'll see what happens.
I was actually going to roll a different check. I was going to roll grooming to at least look good.
No, not in this case.
Hmm.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Jesus. You have a moment as you're playing your guitar, though, because again, you're playing quietly as they pull up. You're not even like going full into the motion as if you're playing for an audience. It's literally just that sitting on a stool or rock and just dinking away at it. The second roll
Sure.
is when they come to a full stop, the dust kicking up and everything, and you jump up and go to play. Chris, you wanted him to look sensitive. He drops the guitar. Thankfully, not off the edge. But it's very visibly like that drop and, oh shit, as he bends down to pick it up and just kind of more shocked at himself than anything else. But Crystal starts to like kind of get off the bike, looking to you, Kristen, looks to Red. Red?
Hey, Crystal.
You all right?
I'm okay.
Jeez,
More just my pride.
God, what happened to you to get you to be like this? And she leaves her bike and starts running off to you. The race forgotten.
I would just talk about how I was playing for the kids, for their claimers, and how they acted, and how I missed them.
Oh. In that case, do you want me to make you do a human role? What I mean by this, are you trying to sound human in this moment, like you genuinely enjoyed it, or are you being truthful in the fact you enjoyed it?
I'm being truthful. I did enjoy playing for children.
Okay, you do not need to make a roll.
Yeah, those children were fun. I liked playing with them. The Holmes ruined it for me, but those innocent faces, those kids just cheering for me. And I even saw a picture of one of them painting my logo on the wall and having to clean it up.
Yeah, she listens intently, the bet and everything forgotten. And eventually she will ask what you were doing out there.
Honestly, Chris, we came out here to test out my guitar because it just got tuned
Oh,
for the big hunt in a couple days. I was just messing around with it, just testing it out. So at all, not really playing like I usually do. Just messing with it to see if it still works the way I want it.
right. Okay, well, I cool. You know, as she starts to get this little twinkle in her eye, Krim's actually started playing an instrument.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is he any good?
she smiles a little wide. Oh no, you want to hear what Doc had to say about it?
Oh, come on. You know Doc is so biased. She'll say that he's the god of grok if I ask.
Yeah, according to her, he plays better than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
you want to know what he
I'm gonna
played?
have to.
Played Johnny
What did he play?
Silverhand.
Oh, that. Ooh. Mm. Now, see, I know you love your brother. I know
With
you love him, but that is
with that,
such
she
a pull.
cackles and starts walking back to the bike.
Come on. Don't you want to hang out a bit? I mean, I'm right here. We're all alone.
Yeah, but I don't want to end up with sand in the wrong places.
Mm,
Come on, let's go back to my place.
okay. I'll never say no. Then
With
I
that,
hop on.
hop on the bike. Of course, you're riding bitch. And you get going.
Hey, it's her bike.
Misinput. Sorry.
Yeah. uh, all right. With that, as you guys are out doing your things, we're going to cut back. Cadmail. It's the second day. They're off doing their things. Not second day, but the second day of the session. And you woke up that morning. What'd you do that morning?
Okay, wait. So this was the second day.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's the. Okay, okay. So tomorrow's the hunt, right? I don't think anyone told Cadmiel we're not checking out that outside area. I mean, so that's what he's prepping to do.
Or no, sorry, it's not the next day. I'm having to rethink of what you were doing during all that. So you had
Yeah.
we had the shopping, the gathering, discussing plans, and then then they went off there. Tim's still in Chris's truck technically.
I mean, I would have gone home that night. I wouldn't have slept in the truck. I'll say that.
Well, it's more in the fact that they made plans to drop everyone off at the Nomad camp, and you were with them. So, in this case, then I would ask, one, Cadmiel, what are you doing that night? And Tim, what are you doing that night?
So the night before the second day of the session.
Yes.
I would honestly see if I could call up my Nomad buddy, get a lift,
Okay.
say hi, because it's probably been like a couple months since he's heard anything from me.
Yeah. Give me a moment here.
Good ass art, dude, too.
Yep, I'm making him a handout right now so everyone can see him. I'm just going to replace Krim's instrument with this guy. All right. So, as you call, what do you say to this guy? As he answers the phone and is, hello?
Yo, it's Tim. What's up?
Ah, Tim. It is good to hear from you again. Is there something I can do for you?
I mean, I'd love to say I'm just calling to check in, but we know each other.
Exactly. That is why I know you never do.
What is the name? I'm sorry. What's the name of the gang that the Nomad family, whose area I'm in?
Aldecaldo.
Aldecado, that's right. Yeah. I'm out in Aldecado turf right now. I was out.
They are respectable.
Yeah, they ain't too bad. Some with some new clients, I guess. Got dropped off. You up for a ride?
I'm certain I can come pick you up. Where are you?
Cool. I'll let insert. I'd probably actually like check my watch and give him coordinates.
Yep. Knowing who he is and who you were.
Yeah.
You can hear the nod on the other side, and time goes by as Chris leaves to go race some girl. And eventually this man shows up at the Aldecado camp. Did that show to everyone?
Ooh.
It did. Even I saw it for one. Never show up for me. I believe I also have. Oh Lord, how far back was it? I'm looking for the picture of the car that I sent you.
Oh, I have that.
Sick. Did you just like drop that in chat or something?
I'll make a quick handout for this guy, but then I'm going to delete it.
Okay, valid. Just to have it seen.
All right. It's just going to say mysterious note, but that's fine. Show to players. Show to everyone.
Very nice.
Yep, shows up in a all steel body car, happy to just be driving out how many years after it was made. But
They was probably running gasoline when it was first put out there. It's on its 15th engine swap.
yep. But he shows up and, Tim, you, that's certainly an interesting way of getting out from the combat zone. So, wanting a ride back home?
Yeah, or a bar if you'd be down.
If you're buying.
I got a couple weeks on rent. I'm down.
Right. With that, get in the car, it starts up. It takes some probably a good 10 seconds for the engine to actually catch turnover and get going, but it purrs smoothly.
What the hell is this? What the hell?
But yeah.
Mhm.
So then I'd probably spend the evening with him, kind of talking over the situation, not really naming names, but getting kind of the gist of the situation across. Just kind of getting my buddy's wisdom.
So, are you looking to get this off your chest, or are you wanting input?
Yeah, something like that.
Hmm.
That's just, I don't know. You and I both know it's all been gone to shit for a while, but it's something seeing people making something out of it, you know?
Right. Are
I
you
don't know if we're all
wanting?
friends yet, but
Yeah.
you know about the Adorado hunt tomorrow?
In 2 days' time, yes.
Dude, oh god, that's right, it's the night before. 2 days' time?
I know about it. I considered joining, though I figured I'm an old hand at this. Should be time to let the young ride. Serves no point for the old to hunt when others can.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I'll be honest, I'm
He raises an eyebrow. You are one of the young.
all in perspective. I don't know. But I'm gonna be out there with them. They're checking out some preacher guy. Guess they've got some contact back there. He's been maybe causing trouble. I don't know. Borgdal to hell, you know? Real corrupt fucker.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna be there for him. I don't know why, but seems like the right thing to do. So if you're there, I think you keep an eye out. And
I
at the very
can
least, make sure they film it.
at least keep an eye on some things. Are you wanting... What exactly is it that you are wanting of me with this? Just watching the camp?
I don't know. Just I got a bad feeling about
Hmm.
them and the
I-
Flyboys. I don't know. Maybe something going on, but there's a lot of really hot groups showing up to that.
Flyboys?
Yeah. The fuck was the? It's not the Flyboys. I'm sorry. I used the word Flyboys. The people that have moved into the combat zone near me. Who was that? Was that the raid or something?
Roll me concentration.
Oh, jack dogs.
Oh, you remembered. You're fine.
Support. Thank
Yep.
you. Yeah. The jack dogs, and then of course with that job, we've got beef with some of the ones with flyers. I don't know what family.
Hmm.
It's just feels like it's gonna be messy, you know?
It's always messy when nomads gather. Biggest question is who's calling the meet or the moot? Is this a meet or a moot? Or is this truly just a hunt?
Guess that's left to see. But thanks for not dying, honestly.
Takes more than the bombing of Arasaka to kill those who have lived longer than they should.
That right. Alright, I'm kicking it, pal. And I kind of give him a pat on the shoulder and back to the boat.
Yep. Lets you shove off, and again you hear the slow start of the engine and that subtle, soft purr of it. It's quieter than you would expect.
Yeah.
But
Taste.
yeah.
Cool.
Flipping to CAD mail.
I'm
Unless
sorry,
you
could I
have
just
anything
ask
else?
really quickly just to simplify stuff later? The next day, I'm probably just going to be working, trying to make some credits. So whenever you want to get to that,
Okay.
but that's it.
Cadmiel, how do you handle your night, your wind down?
Okay, I wouldn't exactly call it a wind down, but I would be heading into the combat zone to start trying to ask around and search for the thing that the driver had given me. I have it titled as Bark of Guns.
Ah, yes.
Nice good old cryptid tale.
Yep. So you start heading into the combat zone and poking around, puttering around, trying to get answers. I would like you to make me a local expert roll, and you're going to have to make one or two more. Persuasion, and I'll give you human perception. So those three in any order.
Oh boy, okay.
All right. Home, persuasion, human perception. 14, 17, 14. Local expert, you managed to poke around in the combat zone, getting a little bit of information here and there. It's like, all right, I have to go talk to James, Jimmy, John, Jack, and Joan over in this area. Because they're the 5 J's and Fries. 5 guys went out of business.
All right.
But it's mostly just like, all right, talking to random people that you yourself would not normally go to talk about cryptid or anything like that. But like, this is tall tales style things. And the persuasion, you manage to get information out on these random assorted amounts of people of that it's always a phone that's involved. When you hear a phone ring, no matter what phone it is while you're in the combat zone, you do not fucking touch it. If it is in your pocket, you're fine. But if it's on the ground, sitting somewhere, even if you see someone set it down and it goes off, once it is out of their hand, you do not touch it. You let it go down, you let the ring stop, and then you pick it up. You do not touch it while it rings. Well, what happens if it does? You now then get from another person that if you do, you will hear someone on the other end that's claiming to be a fixer or a tech or something. On occasion, it's a nomad that's just trying to talk, like telling you, hey man, it's okay, just come back home, it's fine. There'll even be a media who's like, hey, I'm trying to reach you about an interview, trying to get information. And it's always one of those 4. The fixer telling you to come back and do your fucking job. The tech going, hey, I'm just trying to make sure you're okay. The nomad going, dude, man, just come home. And the media wanting an interview. The last bit you get on that persuasion is the question of, well, what, like, this is all that, what's denoted of the actual bark of guns? And it sounds like something from a damn Hollow movie or something. All black coat, big brimmed hat, twin very heavy pistols, and he kills whoever touches that phone. There is no begging, there is no scream. Like, you can scream, but it does nothing. There's rumor that maybe there's a way to deal with it, but they're not too sure because no one really lives to tell the tale of it if they've touched the phone. It's only people who've been in the area and have been unarmed during whatever happens.
I mean, that just sounds like Tim and his goth era. I don't know. Yeah, it was
The
just
human
a phase.
perception is each person you're talking to about this. When you actually like press them going, what, tell me more. You could roll max on an interrogation. They would not tell you. They are genuinely more terrified of this thing than they are of you.
All right. Good to know.
Last known location. the last actual encounter with this thing is right here.
Red.
I should
thing.
probably change
Yes.
that. It's kind of hard to see. Make that one green. Would you like to go investigate?
Yes.
All right. Are you taking your car and Blonde with you?
If she's willing.
She's willing, but it's very clear that she's full-heartedly going, I'm not touching any fucking phone. If it's in the car, it's fine. Out there, fuck that.
Hey. If as long as you're down to be my getaway driver, I'm not expecting you to jump out and risk your life for me here. Just keep the car ready and safe.
Yeah, no worries. If it comes down to it, I'm just gonna run it down. Hopefully that'll be enough.
That would be much appreciated.
As you get going, you pass through some areas and eventually come to the site of murder. You can see splashes of red against the walls, bullet holes everywhere. There's no bodies having been cleaned up. You know that they've only recently started cleaning this area out, but it's a combat zone, so you can only do so much.
Yeah.
There's no bodies left. But go ahead and roll me. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Oh, what should I have you roll for this? I would like you to roll me shooting.
Okay.
Just whatever your highest level shooting is.
Okay, my
So,
highest is auto fire.
okay, roll it. 15. Yeah, they
Wow,
talked
that's
about
fair.
very heavy pistols, but you don't see that many bullet holes that would be from a very heavy pistol. It looks like, for the most part, either this guy wasn't here, or the few shots that were only the shots that penetrated the actual body and lodged in the wall.
Okay.
So it looks like he's conservative with his shots. If you have any particular questions, I'm happy to answer them. But I don't know what information you want.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
Any rolls you're keen to make?
I'd like to check if there's either any recording. Yeah, if there's any like cameras or something that's in the area that might have seen which direction he had gone or would
Yeah.
have caught him on film.
Give me a perception check. 11. You see a couple cameras, but several of them have bullet holes, like old rusted holes. Very obviously not working at the moment. And kind of looking around, your foot kicks something. Roll me luck.
Okay.
You look down to see what your foot kicked. It's a small, old-fashioned, silver agent. A phone, but it's a flip phone. It
Okay.
lays there. Nothing special about it other than the fact that it's old-fashioned.
Go ahead and pick that up.
Pick it up, look it over. You notice easily without a check, there's dozens, if not more, prints on this from hands. Some of them just blood stained, others with oil or soot. But it's clear many hands have handled this.
Does it still turn on?
Open it up, press a button, screen lights up. Very generic, just black background. You see set up, but no notifications or anything.
Okay. Doesn't have any. I'd go to check like the contacts or call history messages.
Roll me another luck.
All right.
You open it up and start going through contacts or blank. Check text messages, blank. Check call log. Click the button, start going through. A whole bunch of just random numbers. None of them, as far as you can tell, are the same. And the phone
Okay.
rings. It's
Oh,
just that generic, old-fashioned, like rotary phone, just a ding-ding-ding-ding, ding-ding-ding-ding.
I look for a spot to take cover.
You have your car. There's a couple dumpsters and tipped over cans of trash.
Hmm.
Do you take cover?
Yeah, if there's one of the dumpsters like kind of near the car, I feel like I could like run to if need be, but also
Yeah, by all means.
yeah.
Give me your choice, perception or stealth.
Oh, oh boy, perception, I guess.
All right. Nice. Edit. That should have showed to you, Cadmail. Does anyone else see that?
Ooh.
No.
Do you
See
see it,
what?
Cadmail?
Yeah, I see it.
As you see coming down the way, a man, big black brim hat, black boots, black pants, long black coat, black shirt. Even the hands are pitch as two very heavy revolvers lift, aim. And he starts walking. The sound of spurs filling the air. Each step, you can see almost a fiery reflection coming from the ground, as if he's walking across burning oil. I would like you to roll cool. And cool for
Okay.
your blonde as well.
Oh,
Okay.
go.
That is that just D10 plus the stat?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and add some luck to mine.
Good idea.
12. You are fine. Now what about blonde? Roll another 10.
He is so cool, in fact.
Apparently the blondes are the fucking Terminator. Yeah, you have a moment as you're watching this. You look at the phone, you realize you didn't answer. You just took cover, but you're holding the phone. You can't see his eyes, but he sees you. And you close the phone and just set it down as you're like, holy fuck. You glance to the blonde. She's not even looking at you as her fingers are white knuckling. But you see the mirrors kind of shifting. Because again, she has the interface plugs. She's using those to keep an eye on you. As you hear the engine subtly rev. I'm going to give you one chance to make one choice. What do you do? You get one action.
Just ready my assault rifle.
All
Make
right.
sure I've gotten good cover.
Absolutely awesome. With that, I would like you to roll initiative with me.
All right. Is that button? Oh, that's supposed to be me. Going to roll the driver's initiative too, or?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. He gets first crack.
Shit. Oh wait. Oh shit. That's right. I have my 4 solo points set to initiative reaction.
You said you have 4 of them?
All 4 of them.
Nice. Okay, you get the first action, but only barely.
Hell yeah, calm that fucker down.
Am I able to swap over my solo points as part of this action, or does that have to wait until my next turn?
I think you should be fine. Let me pull up the solo just to be safe.
I know you're able to move them around really quickly. I'm just not sure.
Prismatic combat roll. While in combat with an action.
Okay, with an action?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, then I would use an action to swap those. I think it's spot weakness, right? That boosts damage?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, move all of them to that. And a bit more luck. And then auto fire at him.
All right, roll it. Now, at this range, I'm going to say that he's probably a good 12 meters away.
12
Or
meters?
12,
Okay.
whatever increments this game uses.
Yeah.
I bounce between
I
meters,
think
feet,
it's
and yards.
yards.
I think it uses both.
All right, that might actually be a good shot.
Calm that fucker down. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's a hit every time it's over there. EV
Yep,
as well.
I'm pulling
Yeah.
up weapon ranges.
For every point over, it Up to 4.
This is an assault rifle, right? All right. I said he was 12. That is at the end of second range. So that is 3 points above. Pulling that up. Yep. Auto fire costs you 10 bullets. He may dodge. So we will see what happens.
Do you have to dodge all 3? Yeah.
I think the evade becomes the new target, right?
Yep. Either way. Oh, that's a good
Because
question.
the
Because
auto fire all occurs as one set of damage.
Yep, it's not multiple hits. So, you know what? I'll put that to a group vote. Do you want where for auto fire specifically, it becomes the new target, potentially risking more damage to you? Or would you rather it just be you attempt and what they get is what they get?
Is what they get.
Making that risk? Okay. Comparatively otherwise. Yeah. I gotcha.
This is true.
All right. I'm cool with that. Here we go then. Let's see if he can dodge a 23. He takes less damage. Yep. But hey, he does take
Yes!
less damage. Yeah, so roll me 2d6, and then we will multiply it by 2.
All right. Does this attack button thing work for this, or?
It should.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Now you click the damage.
Yeah.
Yep, so click the button now. Not the button, but the name in the
The
chat.
name, yeah.
I do.
Nice.
Yeah. That's. I don't. Did that work? I don't think so.
The name should be underlined once you go over the assault rifle FA.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can just roll 2d6 manually.
Okay. So. 6 plus 4.
Yeah, that's right. That's scary. That's for sure. See what you got going on.
Then that's times 2.
22 points of damage.
Since there's 2 6s, would that count as a crit? Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Just tick. There we go. Nice.
He's dead.
No.
Aw.
If he died from that, I'd be a little disappointed.
Yep, so just a tick. Yep, so you put a shot at him and bang. You let go, so he starts to stumble just a bit, but he's still stepping forward as he is. I would like you to roll me a perception as he brings his guns to bear on you.
All right.
You hit. Can't really tell much else. First gun fires. Double checking this. What kind of armor are you wearing?
I am wearing a heavy armor jack with a light helmet.
That is good to know. Yep, I'm having to... Yep. Double check the range on this. Really wish this game had a fucking compendium. Alright, here we go. Called shot head.
Oh boy. Fuck.
It's only a 19 at this range target of 15.
Can you dodge that?
Oh, I can't dodge bullets.
Well, at least you
My
got a
cover
helmet.
help.
-8.
-8.
Yeah, he's sitting at a +16.
Holy shit. I think cold shots ignore cover. I'm pretty sure.
I know that they deal like double damage.
Called shot, maximum
Whatever.
rate of fire of 1, aim a single ranged or melee, taking your entire action, a -8 to hit. If you hit, you deal damage as normal, you get an additional effect based on the area. Head, the damage, multiply the damage that gets through your target's head armor by 2.
Damn.
How
Well,
much
it's nice
armor?
knowing
How much armor does your helmet have?
11.
All right,
Pretty solid. That's solid.
4d6.
Holy shit.
You take 2 points of damage, and your helmet armor goes down by 1 as
Damn it.
you narrowly avoid it, and it takes out a chunk of the helmet next to your temple. Roll me another perception as it's back. Actually, no, at this point, it's your driver.
All right. Following through with what she said she was gonna do.
Okay, give me a drive check for ramming this guy.
Yeah, do the Chris style.
See if I can remember where the drive skill is. First column? Okay. Ah, yeah, control skills.
Oh, ramming does not require an action. Oh, well, not a
Oh.
roll. Yeah, no roll. Double checking. Hit him with a pit. Does your car have a ram?
Like a RAM attachment or?
Yeah.
Oh. It's
Okay.
a compact ground car with the seating upgrade.
No. So if you hit him, both of them get whiplash.
Oh.
Chris can attest that is not fun. If you're dying. Okay. Moving. Dodging a ramming vehicle. It is only a DV-13. I need to crit fail this. I'm just going to roll a D10. Now for the other important part of this. If successful, you can choose to be on top of the vehicle. As it goes, you see him take the step, jump, and is now standing on the hood with a boot on the glass. Cadmail, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. How much of an action does it take to throw the
Well, you can draw it as a free thing. Throwing it will be athletics.
Okay, cool. So throwing a flashbang at him.
Holy shit.
Yep, range of 25, using a grenade launcher, DV target entry. Throwing an object, you can dodge bullets, they can choose to dodge you. Alright, again, I got a crit fail.
Okay.
Because he can dodge bullets.
I mean, even if he dodges it, it does only miss by a certain amount.
Yeah. Yep.
Out in the combat zone, yes.
You're
I'm
fighting
following lead the
evil
driver
Batman.
So
apparently she was in way over our head here.
with that, I'm going to have you roll me a luck roll.
Oh boy.
Because if it misses by a certain degree, it'll land on the car and blind the driver.
Whew. About as good as I was going to get.
If you had rolled a 10, I would say it automatically misses her. But now I'm going to roll a direction. If it is a 1, let me actually measure this out. 4. If it's a 1 or a 5, it lands where it'll affect her. Either on the hood or the back. What are the rules on flashbangs?
They suffer 2 critical effects. It is damaged eye and damaged ear.
Flashbang. Oh, they get a check though. They both do.
Nice. Okay.
If you want to roll hers, it is a target 15.
What is the check?
Resist drugs and torture.
Okay.
He
Who the
fucking
fuck
hit it.
is this
Okay.
guy?
Hey, she did it too, though. God damn. Okay. Goes off, the back windshield shatters, and you can already hear her yelling as the car starts to swerve for just a half second. Can your driver dodge bullets?
I think she can. It's reflex based, right?
Reflex of 8.
Yeah. She's got that.
Nice! Because it's another called shot head.
At her?
At her.
That's not good. Bundy number 13.
14. Let me double check range. Pistol range point blank is 13. Barely.
Alright.
She just has to beat a 14.
Damn it.
She's not wearing a helmet, is she?
I don't think so. Oh no, yeah, she's got a light armor jack helmet, same as me.
Good job. So proud. Let's see that damage. There's 2 6s. That's a crit.
Shit. Holy shit.
And 113 goes down.
Oh, okay.
So she takes 16 damage.
Yep, 16 to the face. Do you want to continue hating me, or do you want to hate yourself? Do you want to roll her critical effect, or should I?
I'll go ahead and do it. I've been rolling all of her
2d6.
other stuff. What am I rolling?
2d6. A 7. Foreign object. At the end of every turn, you move further than 4 meters or yards on foot. You suffer a critical injury again and take the bonus damage to the face.
Actually, not so
just
bad.
again in general. But she's not on foot, so. If she
That's it.
starts running on foot, she'll have a problem. But she has the bullet lodged in her head.
Oh God.
With that, you hear the gunshot, the glass shatters, you see red splatter. It's now her turn.
Oh.
I will say this, if she just slams into a wall, he can't evade that. Like, he ain't going to be crushed, but he'll be knocked off at bare minimum.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even seeing this as like a purposeful thing. That just seems like what would happen.
Okay. In that case, then, I will be gracious. Roll me a drive check.
Okay.
We're going to see how well she handles this. 17. She handles it good. Roll me the ram damage.
God, what is that?
6d6.
66? Okay.
I'll say he takes half of it. As she manages to swing him around at least so he hits the ground awkwardly. He takes 9. Because I let Chris do some pretty cool things.
Ugh.
With that, it is back up to you, Cadmail. They're probably at this point the next range increment up. I'm going to say they're about 20 meters or yards away.
20 meters or yards? Okay.
Yep. For auto fire, the target's
I
only
think
17. And I will
Yeah, I
say,
think that's
he is
my,
not
like,
prone. He's already getting up.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that auto fire again. My last bit of luck for that accuracy.
Blow his brains out.
That's a hit. I'm going to roll something real quick. He doesn't dodge.
Oh,
Shit.
That is 2d6 times 2.
damn it. Alright, so that times 2.
All right, 28. With that, the final shots go from your gun. Ears ringing from just hearing the flashbang. You know your driver. You can see her already trying to get out, drawing her pistol as the man hits the ground. And you roll me your cool for your driver again.
Okay.
She full on drops the gun and steps back, almost just falling back into the car. Eyes actually going wide as she's staring at something. Where he fell, you can't quite see.
Okay.
But she looks not exactly terrified, but definitely flummoxed.
Alright. Yeah, with that, I would swap to my heavy pistol and shield
All right.
and approach.
You start approaching. Initiative at this point is gone. She doesn't move, and it's that moment as you come up. And just like any good cryptid tale, as the camera pulls away and it looks over your shoulder, body's gone. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
This guy's the fucking Undertaker.
Damn,
What
bro.
the hell did
I'm going to show this to all players as Cadmail is one of the few people who have shot and survived the bark of guns.
Ooh, that's fucking intimidating.
It's the corporal that has to deal with the local legend.
With that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because someone still has the phone.
Just call him real quick.
With that, favorites, least favorites.
Mm. Well, to that, I have a question.
Yes,
Did I actually go home with Crystal?
I would say so.
So I had a good night with her.
You know, because you're asking, roll me. I'm going to ask you to roll me body. No, endurance.
Shouldn't have asked. Shouldn't have
Endurance.
asked.
Roll me endurance. Sorry. Is endurance a thing, or is it athletics?
Endurance is a thing.
Okay,
I'll
roll me that one.
I'll use my
Because you
last 2
asked.
luck.
Nice.
5.
Oh my god.
What are these 3 in a row?
Whew. Okay. So red favorites, least favorites.
That is
It's fucked.
that is not my least favorite. I could have had it. I could have been, but instead I just question. Could I have done athletics instead?
No.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Least favorite. This entire thing with Crystal. I'm done. I'm just so done.
pump chump.
I
Oh.
try so hard. I try so hard.
All right. What about favorites, though?
Oh my god.
Uh, I would say I don't really have a favorite this time around, mainly because I was dealing with Thomas, dealing with Rippers, or rather those creepy ass killers. And that was just so nerve wracking. I wouldn't say there was actually a big positive note on this one for me.
Yeah.
I was mostly dealing with the negatives. Nothing good really happened.
Well, it doesn't have to be a good thing to be a fun moment.
And
But either way, I get where you're coming from.
yeah, sorry, but not great for me this time around. So, yeah. I guess the one positive thing is that I got 2 grenades for the price of 1.
Yeah.
That is good.
Well, all the shit that I dealt with, I'm not surprised. Mhm. Yeah, that's me.
Who's next?
Um,
Did you enjoy my suffering? Mm.
There's many situations like that.
Yeah. Hmm. I can go ahead and go real quick, if that's all right.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah. My least favorite was probably just still not doing a ton, but I guess that's just kind of the life of the tech. Spend a lot of time just there, but at the same time, my favorite is playing up Tim's ability to just kind of be there. It's like, and anytime anyone asks who's that, it's, oh, that's Tim. And then you just don't elaborate, and that's his existence.
It's just him. It's that
But
simple.
the fact that, like, especially with the way I rolled kind of his background and personality, even that is an incredible amount of effort for him. Right?
You really have.
Yep.
Favorite moment for me, definitely the guitar bit of Krim. That was fucking insane. I didn't expect that at all.
I took Red's roles apparently.
Then
Mm.
Crystal mentioning the dog said the things. That was really funny. It spawned various ideas I want to do in the future. Least favorite. It's fucking That's gonna be a thing. He hasn't got a say in the matter.
Oh, yeah. Y'all haven't discovered yet, but I have an instrument as well. I just need to acquire the actual instrument itself.
We are so much closer to a band.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm playing the most difficult, bloody member of the band to find. The bassist. Because everyone just asks a guitarist, and then a guitarist has to do it, and then they're unhappy about it. And he's like, oh, I'm just playing bass. Or they really like bass, and then they become a bassist, but when they start identifying as a bassist instead of a guitarist, everyone gives them shit because playing bass is so much easier, when really it's an entirely different skill set and focuses of discipline. But anyway,
It's clearly a personal affair then.
only slightly.
So,
I suck at bass, but I try. So I'm living vicariously.
Least favorite.
Yeah.
Least favorite for me, I would say, is seeing Cadwell actively fucking dying and not being able to do jack shit about it. It's like, oh, he's gonna die before the hunt even
I
starts.
love every time someone walks away from Doc with Doc saying, just remember to call me if something goes wrong. Something goes wrong.
I was expecting, like,
Oh my god, that's right. I've got a person I can bring the driver to with her bullet in the head.
Yep.
she has a bullet in her skull.
I was looking at my finances being like, I don't know that I can afford to support her. To
I
try
can't
and
afford
cover
this.
those medical bills because she just got shot.
Also, side note, my comment about what did I say, Kai?
Oh, I love these. I love that woman.
I love the way it came full circle in the end. I fucking Oh, good. That's me. That's my
Oh.
statement.
Ziggy, could you
Mhm.
please have mercy on me?
No, I tried to save you
he's-
with the guitar, man.
There's more fish in the sea. There's more
It's
fish in
okay.
the
She looks at you and goes, I can fix him.
Isn't that like
Uh,
Doc?
right.
Hey, we're all different shades of broken.
Yeah. What about you, Cadmail?
Okay. Least favorite was remembering that I have yet to put any decent skill points into investigating things.
It's not like his whole stick or anything.
Yep.
I am a businessman first. I grew up corpo. I know corpo things. If I don't know about it and I can't talk it out of someone, I don't know how to find the stuff myself. I can't do anything looking at a crime scene. uh, Favorite, somehow managing to not die.
Yeah, the description of that man, I was like, oh, he's fucking dead. He's fucking
The
dead.
dice he was rolling, I thought I
He
was.
only went for headshots. And he
Uh,
hit.
I am excited simply for the reason that there is a reason that he is a thing, and I am excited when I can eventually tell you guys about that character. He is an interesting person, to say the least.
Linda the Licker.
Yep.
It's her nephew.
Oh yeah, Linda and I have a connection.
How do you know that?
We've never met, but we've linked but we're linked because Logan and I talked about it, and I'm excited to meet her one day.
Oh,
So like, I
don't be
gotta stay
excited
with
to
the
meet her.
party just for the possibility that Linda the Licker will show up again, and we can Spider-Man point at each other.
Yep.
My God,
So,
Because it's like, what makes
Zig-
you weird? Well, what makes you weird? Oh, well, it's blank. Wait a second.
what's our improvement points? Because
All
it's
right.
getting late for me.
So improvement points. I'm gonna give you guys. $150 more. Remember, I want you guys to feel strong. That way, it makes sense when I throw high level things at you.
I know. Ooh.
Yeah.
What level nomad are you?
Nice.
And
Cool. Well, getting to my favorites and least favorites. Favorites, I'm always in love with your guys' characters. I love poking and prodding, pinching and pulling. Just all the different little things. I think this is one of the few sessions where I didn't like lean on Chris, and I didn't really do any of the intimidating characters, except for Bark of Guns. But yeah, I think this is one of the first few sessions where the captain, the Duke, Daniel, none of them got involved. So I enjoyed kind of getting that little bit of breathing room from those quite literally larger than life characters. Other favorite would have to be just the general interaction all of you had with Thomas, because this was genuinely the first moment you guys got to sit down and talk with him other than Red. Yep. I had to think about what he would kind of do with each of you. So the idea, like, yeah, no, he likes Doc. She's honest, straight to the point. She does good things. He likes her for it. Looks at Red Metal, fucking cocky asshole, but he's a morale character, so keep him around because he makes people happy. Yep. And looking at Chris, seeing Ben afraid and going, "You've been afraid. That makes you a coward. Like, you're scared." Why? That's why. Oh, shit. Okay. Cool. So I love
I have
that.
a question.
Yeah.
So I have a question. I'm looking at taking 2 ranks of Nomad. Potentially getting wheels of my own, as it were.
All right. What you thinking?
So here's what I'm thinking. We've talked about like vans and small trucks and things before.
Yeah.
But would you consider a K truck falling within compact ground car? Because it's really, really small. Fuck yeah. Okay. Yep, it's happening. I'm so excited.
So a compact ground car, itty bitty, yeah, you're not going to be able to tow anything.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
And
Just like the pickup bed and then 2 seats up front.
yeah, so little Japanese truck. Okay.
Yeah, and then the second one I'm going to be getting an upgrade. I'm not sure which, but that seems
I'm going to bed,
decent.
guys.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Night.
Least favorite would probably have to be Red's rolls. Holy shit.
It was so bad. Oh, it was horrible.
I was excited for Bark of Guns to fuck shit up. I was expecting good rolls. I was expecting Krim to fuck up his guitar solo, but apparently not.
Oh, that man is a man of mysteries and wonders.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
She is his kryptonite.
He's got to find the new fish.
There's not much I can do in that regard, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
We do expect we will be making a band next session, Ziggy.
Oh yeah, my
Tammy's
guy
gonna be part
also
of it.
has his like most valued possession is a musical instrument.